Ever look at a Baccarat table and wonder if there's a method to the madness? Well, today we're going to dive deep into one popular system. It's called the three-column strategy, and we're going to visually deconstruct it step by step to see exactly how it works. And believe me, there are tons of strategies out there that try to answer that question. But this one is all about visual analysis. It's about reading the history of the game. So let's get right into the thing you have to understand before anything else.
Now listen up, because this is the single most important rule to get. A new column on the big road only starts when the winner changes. That's it. If banker wins and wins again and again, all those marks stay right there in the same column. It's only when the other side wins that we shift over.
And here you go. This is a perfect picture of that rule in action. See that? We have a nice little streak of banker wins all stacked up in that first column. But the second the player takes a hand, boom, we hop over and start a brand new column. That's the whole logic right there. All right, so now that we know how to read the big road, we can finally apply the strategy itself. And the good news is it's a pretty simple, repeating three-step process. Here it is. Step 1, you wait. You've got to be patient and let 3 full columns play out on the scorecard. Step 2, you analyze. You just count up the wins in those 3 columns and see who came out on top, banker or player. And finally, step 3, you wager. You bet on that leader until the next block of 3 columns is done. So let's make this real. Here's step 1, visually. This is exactly what we mean by 3 completed columns. You can see the 4th column has just started, and that's our signal. It tells us the first set of 3 is officially done and ready for us to analyze. Now for step 2, the analysis, which is really just simple counting. We look at those first 3 columns we highlighted. And in this example, you can see banker has 4 wins and player has 3. The numbers don't lie. Banker is ahead, 4-3. So, according to the strategy, the decision is basically made for us. For the next stretch of the game, all our wagers are going on banker. Simple as that.
Theory is one thing, but let's see how this actually plays out. We've done our homework, we finished our analysis, and now we are ready to place our bet. So, here we are, back at the scorecard. We've identified banker as the leader from our first block of 3 columns, so our money goes on banker. Let's see the result. And there it is, a win for banker. You can see that new red circle added to the board. On this hand, at least, following our analysis paid off. It's a great start. But, and this is important, this single hand is not the end of it. This strategy is a cycle. You'd keep betting on banker until 3 new columns are complete. Then you just rinse and repeat. You analyze columns 4, 5, and 6, find the new leader, and bet on them. It's a continuous loop. Okay, so choosing where to put your chips is one thing, but honestly, it's only part of the equation. Just as important, maybe even more so, is the mindset and the money management rules you bring with you to the table. And let's get this out of the way because it's a huge dose of reality. Our brains are literally wired to find patterns, which is why systems like this are so appealing. So, what else supports the strategy? First, flat betting. That just means you wager the same amount every single time. You're not chasing losses or getting reckless. Second, have a clear exit plan. A profit goal of, say, 5 units is a great example. A unit is just your standard bet size. And finally, take care of yourself. A clear, well-rested mind is always going to make better decisions. And all of this brings us to a much bigger idea. I mean, the strategy, the rules, the counting. What's it all for? What does it actually mean to win at the end of the day? You know that 5-unit profit goal we just talked about? That's not some random number. It's a finish line. It's the discipline to recognize when your session is a success and it's time to get up and walk away. And that discipline, that's its own kind of winning. Ultimately, it really does come down to this. Winning isn't about bragging rights or some number on a scorecard. It's about tangible results. It's about walking away from the table with more money than you sat down with. That's the real payoff.